Hey everyone, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, where we're continuing our playthrough on the Riverbend Springs map. In a previous video we did a few time lapses. I think we harvested our oats for our horses, and we are harvesting our wheat, which is still going on at the moment. We've got a worker over there doing that. At some point in time I'd like to get a bigger harvester so we can get it done a lot faster. We've got to continue baling up our straw here, which we're going to do now, and I thought I was pressing the right button, but clearly I did not. We've got to unfold, we've got to lower, we've got to turn it on, and I'm going to get out of the way, and we're going to get on to continuing to bale. And we'll just have to check. This could be the last field that we have to do a harvest right now, and then we just have to see if we had anything else or what we're going to do. Got to get more wood beams over to the playground whenever we can to keep that thing building continuously as much as humanly possible. And we have to make some decisions about our wheat, I think. About what is for the pigs and what we might put in a flour mill. We were talking about whether, well, I was talking about whether we should make cake. At the moment we're doing bread. I hadn't actually looked into it yet, but maybe we can look into it now, because I think the one with the cake that I haven't worked out what to do is sugar. Strawberries are pretty easy. We just have to put down a greenhouse somewhere, which we had previously and got rid of them all, but we could quite easily get that back, just have it making strawberries. Pretty easy, low maintenance, just fill it up with water, all good. Sugar though, I have not looked at how to do sugar, and yeah, we could do it. We could look at it, because if we could get, that might be something interesting to do, is to go all the way to cake, or we'll just keep it simple and stick with bread. I don't know. Come on, man. Turn around. You're in my way. You'll be a fool in a minute anyway. And there you are. You are full. Alright, well, we're going to empty that. Get all this done, I'm guessing, in a time lapse. So, oops. That's some terrible driving. I just wanted to grab this bit. Alright, that's all done. Where am I going to put this? I think I struggled to back this into that other shed, so I'm a little bit reluctant to put it back in there. I might just park it here. Alright, let's go pick up the bales. And then we will see where we're at. Oh my god, I'm stuck on this bale. Well, we're going to get them all on, which is good. Buttons dog over. Okay, it's full. We might want to take some out anyway, but what I was thinking was that we start taking the round stuff out and leave all the square ones in there. But we'll have a look and see if that is true, if we need to take some out. Alright, so what have we got? Let's have a look. Chickens, we don't need it for. Okay, we could put a little bit of straw in there. Yeah, we could put some in there. Pigs could have some. Horses, yeah. I mean, they can all have a tiny, tiny bit. What is the status? Okay, so you're empty. So, I think the straw has to go in loose. So what we're going to do... Get this tractor out of the way. Got to move a million tractors to get to the right one. So I'm going to fill this up with straw. Now I think the other way you can do it is you have to get like a straw blower or something like that and have the bales in that and it blows the straw in. But because we've got this machine that I can get the straw back out like this, we don't need it. This provides the solution. Alright, that's your straw. Let's do the horses now. Okay, that was tiny. The pigs. Okay, you guys don't need it. I think it's just the last cows. Okay, just double check. Yep, you got straw, you don't need it. You've got straw, you've got straw, you've got straw, and you don't need it. Okay, let's go and dump this straw back in. Alright, let's have a look at that production. Okay, so we can definitely put some straw, new straw in. Okay, so I reckon let's take... Let's see, have we got royal square? Is that square? Have we got round straw? We do. Alright, let's take 4. And then that feeds the square we're in. Yeah, the funny thing is, when I first got this machine, I was lifting these all up and placing it right in the actual thing. But you don't actually need to do that. You can just drop them straight here. A little bit easier. I mean, it was fun dropping it in the top, in the actual machine, but... Now, we could do what I did on the Houton Panto one and actually upgrade this to the larger one. We probably have space for it. I would be tempted to do it. The problem is it's a lot of work you've got to empty, and I'm just stupidly filling it up right now. Whoop. Hold on. There we go. Oh, it's already full. I'm trying to think how I would do it if I was going to do it, because I'd have to empty all this. And the way I did it on the other farm was dumping it all on the ground and then getting a forage wagon, scooping it all up and then putting it back into the new one. I mean, it worked. It was just time consuming. I'm assuming I wouldn't do the pig one because what? The only advantage, well, the other advantage with it is the bigger one also has an option that you don't need to use mineral feed. I think you get less output though. Yeah, I think with the mineral feed it made 3,550, which is what's there now. Without it, you get 3,500. Which obviously adds up over time, but I'm not saying I wouldn't still add the mineral feed, but you know, it does give you a different option. I don't know, should we do it? Well, first off, before I even think about doing that, which we might do it, but I probably have to borrow a foraging wagon. Well, the other question is, no, because we still store. I'm still fine with the baling. We could have just used the forage wagon totally. Skip the baling, but I'm fine with the baling. So, okay, so the animals are all good. What's the deal with the fields? They're all harvested. That's growing, growing, growing. They're all harvested. Okay, we've got 2 there that need some lime. That one, yeah, that still hasn't been harvested yet, so we can't do the lime on that, but we can do lime on those 2. That's got weeds. That's just because we're ignoring it at the moment. I've turned the weeds off. It's fine. Okay, so we could definitely go and lime these 2. Question is, where is that? There it is. It's over there. Yeah, I think the bigger one would be a bit out of place there. There's not really as much room. And we're struggling to fill up that one for the pigs. I mean, really. How the hell are we going to fill up a bigger one? Okay, so you already got lime in you. This doesn't take too long. It's a bit longer than fertilizing. We seem, even though it's the same machine, with the fertilizer we have a greater throw than we do with the lime. I didn't realize that at the start, but then I don't know. I just noticed at one stage. I think it was when I like did lime and fertilizer straight after each other, and I thought, hang on, why are the lines different? For the GPS, it was like narrower, and I think that's what it is. I think it's just a shorter throw for the lime, probably because it's more of a powder. I don't know, but then, well, the fertilizer's solid as well. I don't know why the throw's shorter. Maybe it's a denser, heavier material, so it can't shoot it as far. Alright, off to the shop we go. Still wish the game had an official delivery service. So you could order your stuff and have it delivered to the farm. I think we've already got some here. We've got stuff here. We've got tons of stuff here. Shit. That's definitely lime. Gonna need more than that. Anything for sale? What do we got? Headed trailer. This planter can be used for sugar cane. Ooh. Maybe we should do some investigation. If that's on sale now, that's a sprayer. Okay, hang on. We're going to do some quick research on sugar. Okay. Do they have it? Do they have it? So there's sugar cane. Sugar cane differs more time to mature, but it regrows after harvesting. You need special sowing and harvesting equipment for sugarcane. So sugarcane, you need a billet planter. As with potatoes, the machines can be filled with sugarcane stalks from the last harvest. You can tip the stalks directly into the billet planter with a tipper trailer. Yeah. Okay. You can start to plant sugarcane even without sugarcane stalks. Simply purchase a pallet of sugarcane in the shop and fill the billet planter with it. Sugarcane grows comparatively slow, but harvested sugarcane will grow back after a while and can be harvested again. To harvest sugarcane, you will need a sugarcane harvester. Removes the top leaves, cuts the thick... Okay. As sugarcane regrows, tilling is necessary. Tillage is nearly unnecessary. If you play with periodic ploughing required, the ground must be aerated with 3 harvests to secure a full yield. What the hell? The best results are achieved with a subsoiler. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Production chains. Making money. I sort of think the other one is sugar beets. Which one's better? Oh, God. From a production point of view, just want to make sure that nothing we have. Oh, dairy's not going to make it. Grain mill, that doesn't make sugar. No. What makes sugar? Okay, a biogas plant is where we could take manure. Canning factory, no. Okay, that's not really saying... okay, so sugar beets can also go to the biogas factory, slurry and silage. Okay, I think we need to look at productions. It's a bakery that takes sugar in. Okay, I'm looking for something sugar out. There's sugar out. Okay, so okay, sugar mill. How obvious. Okay, there's 3 types there. But 2 of them look like they're both sugar beets and 1 sugar cane. So that's just the small version. Okay. I don't know if it's a good one, bad one, whatever. I mean, you would have to look. I'm worried that if I look, I'm going to lose it. Where else would it be? It's not forestry, it's not animals. Grapes, no. Special crops, sugar planters. So it's that one there. There is that one, which is a 2-rower. I mean, that would be good, but 85 grand. Oh. Sugarcane harvester, sugarcane transport. Alright, well, I'm going to buy it. It's over half price. Oh, we're not ready to use it yet, but it's there. So, what am I looking for now? I'm looking for lime. let's just fill up while we're here. Well, I guess now that we've got the planter, we'll have to work out what we're going to do. Because there's no point. There's no point stuffing around. We're going to need a field, though. And we have to decide, do we sacrifice one of our existing fields or will we get another one? I mean, we do have this canola field here as well. And we probably don't need 2 fields of oats going forward. I think that was just a good booster. Because I actually don't think the horses eat as much. As anything else. that's for sure. But I mean, who knows? We have to keep track of it. But if you kept one... Because I'm sort of... I guess I'm struggling to manage some of these. So I'm sort of almost like thinking it'd be good to just lock a field. Like, and just even write it down and just go, right, that field's always this, that field's always that. Problem with the seasons on, there's times where you either just need to leave them empty or we do grass. I mean, we obviously still need to do grass. Unless we have dedicated fields for them, we need to make sure we fit grass in between other crops. Which we have successfully managed to do up to now. But things are getting a little bit harder, especially with dealing with the pigs. They are definitely something that's a lot more difficult to manage than other animals. I'm really doing the pigs as more of an interesting challenge, because I'm not convinced it's going to be a big money maker. But like I said, it's an interesting challenge to feed them, grow them, you know, breed them, whatever, sell them. I mean, we have to sell them because we don't have our own. There's no butchery that I've, well, not officially. Whether there's a butchery mod. Not sure I want to get into butchery anyway, but you know. Okay, yep. So this one here. Okay. Keep getting random Steam achievements with this game. I don't know why I'm getting them. It's not clear. They just... I don't know. Just occasionally they trigger. They must meet... You must have to, like, you meet a criteria or something. Because clearly it's got something to do with me doing the lime right now. Okay. That's done. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so let's have a look. Sugarcane. Okay, we got to wait all the way to March. Shit. Alright, we got a long wait. We could definitely we could do canola again. Oh man. Alright, so oats. The oat fields could definitely be grass. Canola, no. We'll just plant canola again. So canola's just back to back. Harvest, plant again straight away. Barley's pretty close to that as well. Do we have a barley field? I think we did. I think that's what that one was. I think I had barley because that was for the chickens. We had oats there, oats there. Probably don't need two oats. That was canola. That was canola. That is canola, but I bought that with canola in it. That's why it's not ready to harvest yet, because he obviously planted it late. That's corn, so that's also for our pigs. Obviously, these two have been continuously wheat, so that must mean that wheat is pretty close to the same. Yeah, there's only a 2-month gap. So I should write this down. I am going to write this down because there's no way I'm going to keep track of this. So we're going to go fields. So 3, 4 is just always wheat. What did I say? Canola. I mean, would 8 give us enough canola? It probably would. So what if we say 8? 8 is canola. Now 15 so far has been potatoes. And I don't think I alternate that because that needs ploughing. Potatoes. I mean, yeah. I mean, you could try and slip in grass, but I think I just left it empty. Okay, 2. We'll just say 2 is barley. Lock it in. 3 and 4. Then we got 5, 6, 7 is corn. I just want to have a look at the thing for that. Yeah, that's a bit of an oddball one. Problem is, some of these fields you could probably slip in a grass one, but because it's winter, it may not grow. So I think I'll just leave that one. Yeah, this is probably boring to everybody, but 6. I wonder if 5 would be enough oats for the horses. Maybe we'll try that. What am I missing? Oh, we got 9. Oh, crap. And 10. Geez, we got a lot of fields. Okay, I need to think about what we want. So we want sugar cane. We want grass. We can do sorghum for the chickens. All right, I think I'll just work that out off camera and I'll get myself a plan because I don't know what it is yet. We'll need to work out what field we want to do sugar cane in. If it's going to regrow, it's more of a matter of do we pick something decent size? Like 6? Would that be a good one for sugar cane? Okay, I don't know what that means for right now though, because we need to think about planting stuff. Alright, let me just zip over here for a second. Let's see. Alright, we've got one wood beam ready to go. Now, I'm assuming that sugarcane one is not going to be... What do you call it? It's not a direct drill, so we're going to have to cultivate whatever field that needs. I think that also applied to the corn one, because that's not direct drill unless we replace... We could look at replacing that machine, but I don't know, it's still pretty new. Alright, let's just speed up some time because I don't know... there might be still work I could have done today. Because I could plant some grass. Maybe I should. I was just hoping to get another wood beam out. The other thing I want to check. So the sugar mill was 240. If you get a decent one. Now, if you want to do a biogas, so $435,000 is the cheapest. That's pretty. It's a pretty big thing. And what does that make? Electricity, something else that could be digestate, and I don't know what that is. That like methane or something, or liquid petroleum gas or something? Okay, it would be good to get that. I'm assuming there's one on the... Where is it? Here. I'm assuming it's that. 2 million. And it's a very long way away. So I think I would build my own. There's the oil mill. Yeah, I think I'll build my own because I don't want to drive all the way across to there and I don't want to pay $2 million. That would be nightmare. All right, so I think the only thing really we've got left is we just need to take some planks and I need to work out what my plan is with the fields, whether we need to buy some more fields or see how we go with what we've got. And probably plant grass, because I don't think there's anything else to plant this month, but we could do grass in the oats fields, depending on what I decide with those. And then I think next month I can do the barley or the wheat, one of the two. I'll see if any of that gets done between videos or not. That all depends on time, how much time I have, spare time, and how much I don't have. So, how are we looking still? 1,900. So it hadn't run out. Okay, so it's still building. But we definitely don't have enough. But if we can keep feeding the beams in as they're coming out, then in theory the playground will not stop building, which will be good. So if you have any opinions of the fields, do let me know. I mean, I may have already made my decision, but we can always change it. That's the beauty of fields. You harvest and you replant it with something else later. So yeah, if you have an opinion, give me one. Yeah, just let me know. You know, what do you prefer to do? Why is that van sitting there? Why is it just sitting there? I'm not blocking the path like I usually am. I mean, I feel guilty leaving the fields just like barren, unused, but I mean, unfortunately, unless I cycle them all massively, we can't run the risk of not being able to plant the crop because we can't harvest the other one. And when a lot of these crops are taking a year to grow, you can't do that. The only one we can slip in is usually grass. Yeah, but anyway. All right, well, we'll call it there. I think we've done enough in this video. As I said, if you have any thoughts, opinions about what should go on the farm, what shouldn't go on the farm, all that sort of stuff, do let me know. Yeah, if there's anything silly I'm doing or whatever else. I mean, you know, even some of the things could be silly, but I'm just trying things too, you know. If cake is the most ridiculous production to do and you shouldn't do it because it's just way too complicated, or the pigs or whatever else, that's fine, you know, feel free to tell me. But I'd still like to give them a shot. And then, you know, if I find it annoying, like if I find the pigs too annoying, well then we'll sell them, you know. Once I've experienced it, had a bit of a go at it, realised that it's a pain in the butt, then I'll sell it, you know. I mean, I knew straight away with the horses that I was not going to do the daily care of all of those horses, riding them, cleaning them, That's why I got that mod. And that's the only reason I have horses. If the mod wasn't there, I would never have bought horses. I just wouldn't have done it. I mean, you could have bought one horse or something just for the fun of it. But other than that, yeah. But if you have any thoughts, do let me know. If you are enjoying the content, please do consider subscribing. Hit that like button. And check out the channel membership if you want to support the channel further and get early access to these videos. Say hi in the comments, let me know you're watching. I read all the comments, answer them all as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.